Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge... play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Keeps the legs moving. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of one down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Slater. He's right on target. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's first and goal.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sampson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Buffalo's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
On second down, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Toner. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be first. Trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to...
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking for room, it's Toner. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the... started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's McCoy. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Bulls are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Burns. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Now they'll try the right side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. After making the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Murphy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This offense has a second down play. Snap it to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that ball is hauled in the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Slater. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. He can't find his man. With 6 seconds left. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be free. Oh, right through his fingers. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got room to work. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Bulls are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Using his legs, it's Toner. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Feeling some heat. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And this one splits the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Handoff to the single back. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Firing to the right, complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Michigan!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air. It's McCoy. Gets it out fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Obliterates him, still on the move. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's McCoy. And that pass picked off. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Western Michigan. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Pressure coming. Escapes the sack. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unleashes it. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw it, Slater. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
The Bulls will hustle to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
off he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
One more play to pad the stats. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with